Aphrodite, ancient Greek goddess of sexual love and beauty, identified with Venus by the Romans. The Greek word aphros means foam, and Hesiod relates in his Theogony that Aphrodite was born from the white foam produced by the severed genitals of Uranus, heaven, after his son Cronus threw them into the sea. Aphrodite was in fact widely worshipped as a goddess of the sea and of seafaring. She was also honored as a goddess of war, especially at Sparta, Thebes, Cyprus, and other places. However, she was known primarily as a goddess of love and fertility, and even occasionally presided over marriage. Although prostitutes considered Aphrodite their patron, her public cult was generally solemn and even austere. Some scholars believe Aphrodite's worship came to Greece from the east. Many of her attributes recall the ancient Middle Eastern goddesses Ishtar and Astarte. Although Homer called her Cyprian, after the island chiefly famed for her worship, she was already Hellenized by the time of Homer, and according to Homer, she was the daughter of Zeus and Dione, his consort at Dodona. In Book 8 of the Odyssey, Aphrodite was mismatched with Hephaestus, the lame smith god, and she consequently spent her time philandering with the handsome god of war, Ares, by whom she became the mother of Harmonia, the warrior twins Phobos and Deimos, and Eros, the god of love. Of Aphrodite's mortal lovers, the most important were the Trojan shepherd Anchises, by whom she became the mother of Aeneas, and the handsome youth Adonis, in origin a Semitic nature deity and the consort of Ishtar Astarte, who was killed by a boar while hunting and was lamented by women at the festival of Adonia. The cult of Adonis had underworld features, and Aphrodite was also connected with the dead at Delphi. Aphrodite's main centers of worship were at Paphos and Amathus on Cyprus, and on the island of Cythera, a Minoan colony, where in prehistoric times her cult probably originated. On the Greek mainland, Corinth was the chief center of her worship. Her close association with Eros, the Graces, Charities, and the Horae, seasons, emphasized her role as a promoter of fertility. She was honored by the Roman poet Lucretius as Genitrix, the creative element in the world. Her epithets Urania, heavenly dweller, and Pandemos, of all the people, were ironically taken by the philosopher Plato in the Symposium to refer to intellectual and common love. Rather, the title Urania was honorific and applied to certain Asian deities, while Pandemos referred to her standing within the city-state. Among her symbols were the dove, pomegranate, swan, and myrtle. Representations of Aphrodite in early Greek art are fully dressed and without distinguishing features that differentiate her from other goddesses. She first attained individuality at the hands of the great 5th century BCE Greek sculptors. Perhaps the most famous of all statues of Aphrodite was carved by Praxiteles for the Cnidians. The first full-scale female nude, it later became the model for such Hellenistic masterpieces as the Venus de Milo, 2nd century BCE,